are back, and we are celebrating Earth Day. This morning, we are welcoming this. This is the big green bus to the plaza. This bus travels all around the country, and it helps people learn how to grow their own food at home.
You know, actually growing some of your own food can help reduce carbon emissions by 68% and save your family hundreds of dollars a year. Kimbal Musk is the founder and CEO of the nonprofit Big Green, and Big Green partner Stephen Lucke. They're here to show us the small steps we can all take right now to help the planet. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
So talk to us about why at Big Green you think it's important for us to do whatever we can to grow our own food.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, happy Earth Day, everyone.
Yes.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. What a beautiful day to remember our connection to the Earth and how important it is to protect our Earth and the things that we can do we'll discuss today. Growing food really changes lives, and growing food is one of the best ways to connect to the Earth. You get your hands in the soil, you plant a seed, and you realize that you're actually one with the Earth.
Right.
Kimbal, this bus is it's going to get a lot of attention. We walked up here and we're like, whoa, this has got it going on. I think a lot of people like the concept of growing their own food, but when they think about it's labor intensive, I don't have the kind of time, it's quicker for me to just go. Or the space. It's quicker for me to go grab it. What's the argument for giving it a go?
Well, first of all, I would say there are many easy ways to grow your own food. But before I say that, really it is a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
If you grow your own food, you change your life. You connect with it, whether it's with yourself or your kids. You connect yourself to the nutrition security. You actually know what food is. You're having better mental health. You're getting out there. You're getting out into nature. And then you also learn about the impact of climate change on growing food. When you're out growing food, the weather is really changing a lot.
Sure.
So growing food really changes your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you do grow your own food, you taste that food and it tastes so precious.
Yeah, farm to table,
It's
literally.
sun, the earth, your labor, your love coming together. It really tells you why you need to grow your own
Sold
food.
it.
Yeah.
You sold it.
And Stephen, you at Gardopia, you've teamed with Big Green. Food scraps, you know, we think, okay, well, we're finished. But there's things you can do to regenerate and recycle that food and actually grow more.
100%. So over 40% of food is wasted, and a lot of it is food scraps from our kitchen, right? So these are some easy examples of celery. We have some onions and even some romaine lettuce.
Okay.
So show us what to do.
You're simply going to cut this, right? Let's say I make my Caesar salad. That's off to the side.
Yep.
And so now I have this root base that's left over. So what I'm going to do is get maybe a cup or a bowl, like so, and I'm going to fill it with a little bit of water.
Okay.
Now you don't want to put too much water because we need to have a little bit of an aerobic condition, and essentially we need for the root system to breathe a little bit. And then we have our toothpicks, okay? And so I might need a little bit larger toothpicks for this, but you can see once I have my toothpick set up correctly, the piece of debris is floating about 1 to 2 inches above, and the root system can go directly into the water. And so once you have about 1 to 2 inches of roots, you can actually transplant it back into the ground or into a container to grow.
And what does that work with? I see lettuce, we see onions. What can you do that with?
You can do that with almost any root vegetable. So you can also do it with carrots, you can do it with beets, you can actually do it with potatoes. So if you maybe had a potato in the refrigerator too long and it starts to grow some eyes out of it, you can cut those slips and you can regrow that as well.
How long will it take for it to regrow till you can replant?
So to get to this point, we're looking at 1 to 2 weeks, and then we can transplant it into the ground. And so that's going to take another 2 to 4 weeks to get a harvest, unless it's something like a potato, which could take, multiple months.
Kimbal, when did you get the interest in being part of the Earth and Earth Day? Where'd that come from?
So I've always loved growing my own food.
Yeah.
About 15 years ago, we have a restaurant called The Kitchen in Colorado. We were helping kids grow food in schools, and we realized that they really needed help with school gardens. So the Big Green started out building school gardens across the country. We got to 650 by the time COVID hit. And then after COVID, we just started to partner with nonprofits like Gardopia over here. And we started to send funding and resources, gardening equipment. And of course, that's why we realized we need the Big Green bus, because we need to deliver that equipment. And we got to deliver it in style.
Let's see what's down there. Let's scoot on down here. What's happening at this station?
Well, we're trying to reduce food waste, but we're also trying to reduce single-use plastics. Single-use plastics are one of the biggest sources of pollution, and specifically packaging is the biggest source of plastic pollution. So an average American is using close to 600 bottles of water, right? So at $2 a pop, that's over $1,000 that we could be saving by investing in reusable water bottles. Little Jimmy and, you know, all of our kids that are going to school and we're packaging peanut butter sandwiches for them, we could be reusing this over and over and over again. Same thing when you're cooking or using, you know, aluminum foil or some type of plastic packaging over your pots. Over and over, we can reuse these materials and reduce the amount of waste. In San Antonio, we go clean up the riverways, and I can't tell you how many plastic bags and water bottles we see in our riverways and our tributaries. So this really allows us as humans to do what we can and reduce our waste.
Well, we really appreciate you guys helping us get started with our Earth Day. It's so special. And for more information about growing your own food, head to today.com. And our celebration of Earth Day is going to continue in the third hour with some of the best eco-friendly products. Steve and
thank you, guys.
Kimbal, thank you.
Thank you so much. Coming up on Hoda and Jen, a big announcement. Wait for it, but first, your local news and weather.
Wait for it.
It's a good one.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.